Moving along in the section of Tatpurusha, which as we know runs from 2122 down to 2222, we are going to take a very important Sutram 2218, Ku Gati Pradayaha. That sutram prescribes certain compounds which form an important subset of the Tatpurusha compounds. But before going there, we need to take a simple Sanya Sutram, a sutram which prescribes a name or a designation to certain terms. That sutram is 1460 Gatishcha. We need this sutram because the sutram 2218, which we'll be taking next, mentions the term Gati. So we need to know exactly what the term Gati stands for. Okay, sutram here is 1460 Gatishcha. Vritti says Paradayaha Kriya Yoge Gatisanyaha Syoho. We are of course very familiar with the prior two rules, 1458 Paradayaha, which enumerates the 22 terms pra, etc., and also the Sutram 1459 Upasarga Kriya Yoge, which tells us that when used in conjunction with a Kriya, which means an action, which means a verb, because verbs convey action, then the terms pro, etc. get the designation upasargaha. And now this next sutram says that those same terms pro, etc. under the same conditions, meaning when used in conjunction with a verb, get the designation gatihi also, in addition to the designation upasargaha prescribed by the prior sutram 1459 upasarga kriya yoge. The first note here says that the use of cha meaning also, in this sutram allows the designation gatihi to coexist with the designation upasargaha, in spite of both the designations being prescribed in the adhikara of 141 Akadarad Eka Sanya, which as we know extends to the end of the second quarter of the second chapter of the Ashtadhyayi. So normally any given term cannot take more than one designation prescribed in this adhikara. But the mention of cha in this sutram Gatishcha tells us that the Gatisanya can coexist with the Upasarga Sanya prescribed by the prior sutram. Next note says that the designations Upasargaha and Gati are not identical. The designation Upasargaha is limited to only the terms pro, etc. when used in conjunction with a verb. On the other hand, designation Gatihi applies not only to the terms pro, etc. when used in conjunction with a verb, but also to a number of other terms as prescribed by the rules from 1461 through 1479. Otherwise, one might think, what's the point of the designation Gatihi? It's just replicating the job done by the designation Upasarga. But that is not the case. The designation Gatihi is a bigger umbrella which extends to a number of other terms which are enumerated in the subsequent rules from 1461 through 1479. The last note here says that the formulation of 1460 Gatishcha as a rule separate from 1459 Upasarga Kriya Yoge allows the anuvritti of only Gatihi and not Upasarga to run down to the subsequent rules through 1479. Because if we were to combine 1459 and 1460 into a single rule, then both Gatihi as well as Upasarga would run to the subsequent rules, or neither of them would run. But we want only Gati to go down to the following rules and not Upasarga. That is accomplished by making Gatishcha as a separate rule from the prior rule Upasarga Kriya Yoge.